People who witnessed a murder. What is your story? I was 3 weeks into my security job at this fancy apartment building downtown when everything went sideways. It was around 11 p.m. on a Tuesday when I saw something weird on the garage camera. Two guys arguing near the elevators. I switched to a better angle and my stomach dropped. One of them had a hammer. I grabbed my radio and sprinted to the elevator. The garage was 2 levels down, and by the time I got there, one guy was already on the ground. His head was twisted in a way that made me want to throw up. The other guy was still standing there, pacing back and forth with the hammer in his hand. He was muttering something about self-defense over and over. I recognized him immediately. Trevor Walsh, son of Mrs. Walsh from the penthouse. His family basically owned half the city. I called 911 while keeping my distance. Trevor saw me and his whole demeanor changed. He dropped the hammer and started talking really fast. Malik, right? Listen, man, this guy attacked me first. He had a knife, I swear. I was just defending myself. I looked around but didn't see any knife. Just a dead guy and Trevor looking panicked. You gotta help me out here, Trevor continued. Check the footage. You'll see he came at me first. The cops showed up maybe 10 minutes later. They separated us and took statements. I told them what I saw. 2 guys fighting, one with a hammer, 1 guy dead when I arrived. But here's the thing. Later that night, when I went back to review the footage for the police report, I saw the whole thing. Trevor was right about one part. The other guy did start the fight. He shoved Trevor first. But what Trevor didn't mention was what happened after the guy was already down, after he'd stopped moving. Trevor hit him 3 more times with that hammer, just kept swinging while the guy was already unconscious. That wasn't self-defense. That was rage. I sat in that security booth for 2 hours, staring at the timestamp. The cops had already left. Trevor's story was that he hit the guy once in self-defense and the guy fell and died. Clean and simple. I could delete that part of the footage. The last 30 seconds. No one would ever know. My phone buzzed. A text from an unknown number. Thanks for your help tonight. T. I deleted the last 30 seconds of footage and saved the file. When the detective came back the next morning for the security tape, all he saw was a fight that started with the victim shoving Trevor and ended with Trevor hitting him once with the hammer in what looked like self-defense. Case closed within a week. Justifiable homicide. 2 weeks later, my paycheck had an extra $3,000 in it, listed as a safety bonus for handling a crisis situation professionally. I should have felt relieved. Instead, I felt sick every time I saw Trevor in the lobby. He'd nod at me like we were old friends. Sometimes he'd even chat about the weather or ask how work was going. The worst part was seeing him with his girlfriend, laughing and going out to fancy dinners, acting like nothing happened, like he didn't beat a man to death in a parking garage. I kept that job for 6 more months. Every single day, I thought about going to the police and telling them what really happened, but I'd already lied once. I'd already taken their money. Who would believe me now? The dead guy's name was Kevin Brooks. I looked him up online. He had 2 kids and worked construction. His family started a GoFundMe for the funeral expenses. I donated the $3,000 anonymously, but it didn't make me feel any better. I quit the security job last month and moved to a different city.